Hey guys, happy hump day. Sorry for the delay in getting this out for you guys. This is Magical Mystery Tour Log 6. It is Wednesday, 4/20, and I've been really sick, so I apologize for the way I look, and if I'm a little lethargic today, I'm still not feeling 100%. So quick recap of what we know. We know that the witches are targeting the Knowles. Jeanette's guy, Mark, Elder Knowles, who I'm assuming is the Justice of the Peace, is trying to get him back, and they're fighting it because he's supposed to be theirs after she cast the spell. We know about Daniel is that he keeps having the dreams of the woman and things keep happening. So the guy's disappeared, and he's now talking to her as if she's there and referring to her as Grammy. So it's getting good. Let's see where we left off. So December 9th, and then there were pages missing, so we don't know what happened right before this, but session with Dr. Sullivan, and then the old lady started whispering in my ear about how he thought he was so smart and how he didn't know anything and how somebody needed to teach him a lesson. And then all went black, and when I woke up, I was in one of those jackets with the arms wrapped around the back, and I could barely move. I was so scared, and I tried to yell, but I couldn't because I was so dizzy and I couldn't think straight. Dr. Sullivan was there, looking down at me. Behind him, she was there. She was in the room. I couldn't see her very well because the moonlight was really cold and green, but she was there. She said her name is Demdike. There you go, it is Demdike. All right, so real life. I thought that was a weird name, but didn't say so. She said she was sorry everything had been so hard for me lately, but that now I'd written the words and pictures on the wall, she was getting close, and she was going to be able to help me really soon. I hope so, because I really hate this place. I was so scared lying in bed with my arms tied up, but she sounded really soothing, and she sang a little, I don't remember the words, but it was a really nice song. Kind of sad, but pretty, like a la 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 la. However that went, because you can't read music in a journal. I don't really remember too good. Maybe it was a dream, but it sure didn't feel like a dream. Alright, so that's right. He's in the institution, and he's putting the sigils all over the wall, but he doesn't remember any of it. Alright, so we've got photos or drawings of him in the institution, and her standing over him, and him in a straitjacket. And then there's 2 more pages missing, and a clipping. Dated October 7th, 1924. Strange murder, the work of a madman. It was in the early hours of the morning when the sheriff's men were called to the scene of a brutal murder at the house of local businessmen. The body belonged to none other than the resident of the house, a Mr. Arthur Knoll. See, I definitely think it's a curse on the whole line. The Knoll family had immigrated to America from England in the middle of the last century and had made themselves prominent and well-loved figures in the city of Madison. Arthur himself was a known supporter of his community, especially the local police force. He was found strangled to death in his study. A thick length of rope tied into a hangman's noose had been used for the deed. Which is most bizarre in this gruesome case, according to sources within the sheriff's department, is the murderer. A local woman was found sitting in the study, her hands badly burned by the fibers of the rope, weeping uncontrollably. When interviewed, she had no memory of the events that caused Mr. Knoll's death and seemed completely confused as to her role and even her presence in the room. Upon further investigation, it was shown that the woman had been admitted to the Winnebago Psychiatric Hospital several times. It seemed she had been hearing voices and acting very strangely. The case goes to court next week, but it seems to be pretty clear what occurred. All that remains is to establish motive, if one exists, in the disturbed mind of the murderess. Alright, so another psychiatric patient broke out killed another Knoll in the 1900s. So we've got at least one every 100 years now. We don't know about the 1700s. I told Dr. Sullivan that I was sorry for whatever I did and told him what he wanted so he'd take the jacket off. So they did, and that's how I am writing now. I doodle secret pictures in you all the time, and I don't know why, but the drawings make me feel a little bit better. Demdike is saying everything's going to be alright, and the buzzing in my head dies down a bit when I draw, but I just don't understand how she can into my room every night like that. Can get into my room? Maybe she's a nurse and I don't see her in the day, but she doesn't look like a nurse, so I don't know. Dr. Sullivan gave me some different pills. I don't think they make any difference anymore. Everything is so sharp and bright now, like there's roaring all around me, getting louder and louder, but it doesn't make any sound. And it stops, and then it starts back up Monday, which is much messier. Can't think, can't write, right. They took me to the room and put wires on my head, and everything went ow, and I had a blue taste in my mouth. And they did it again, and I couldn't remember names. Right, but Demdike was there, and she took my hand, and it wasn't so ow, but it's still and she sang her song. I hate Dr. Sullivan. I hate him hard. Wednesday. Mom came to visit today. Dad didn't come. They let me talk to her without Dr. Sullivan a bit, and I was so glad. She's been reading lots of articles, and she said she's been talking to her Aunt Ginny and learned what's been happening. She doesn't like Dr. Sullivan and said, that makes two of us. And I said, that makes two of us. I told her about the shocks, and she looked like she was going to puke right there. Demdike told her not to worry, that everything would be all right, and I would be good again. But Mom didn't like that at all. She looked really scared, and nothing Demdike said would calm her down. I told her Demdike is my only friend in this rotten place. She's the only one who really cares about me, but she just held me and started crying and yelling at the nurses. And the nurses came in and took me away. It looks like there's a figure in a portal, might be that archway of branches. And this isn't another handwriting again, so I'm assuming this is Demdike herself. The damn fool John Law come by our house the other day, saying Knoll has got his eyes on us as witches. He says there will be trouble. Damn right there'll be trouble, I says. It is me, and if he ever comes round our property again, I will strike him lame and blind in the bargain. Off he goes, like the quickness, and I have him goodbye with me, old Cleaver, just to be sure he gets the message. I will not be threatened by any man, and surely not a pinchy peddler like that Law. Damn that Law, and damn that Knoll. They sent the constables from town round, accusing us of witching on Laws. Stupid old man Allison got a tongue on her and says, yes, we did, we can. Oh, yes, we did. We danced with the devil, and he made him lame and pay for that business with the pins last year. She says it all in jest, but the fools believe every word. We are in real trouble now. The constables took Allison seriously, and we are facing the court and the jury. And the jury is full up with Listers and Robinsons. What a damn mess. They know all about our chat at Melkin, and they make it sound like the end of the world. Oh Lord below, we just doing moon work. Everybody knows it. Nobody believes that rot about the devil, but they see the change, and they mean to see us swing. There's only one thing for it. Jeanette has to turn on us. We are done for. But if she goes against us and tells them what they want to hear, she might just come out of this. Monday. Mom's asleep diary. So much has happened. I'm not at the hospital anymore. Mom came 2 nights ago and got me. Dr. Sullivan didn't want to let me go, but Mom yelled at him and said I was there voluntarily, and she's my mother and she's allowed to take me home. He was real mad about it, but Mom yelled about calling the police and he let us go. But then we didn't go home. I asked where Dad was, but Mom said he didn't understand. He wanted me to stay in the hospital, but Mom didn't believe they could help me. I think she's right about that. Even a couple days without the pills, and I don't feel so fuzzy anymore. but now I hear Dindika all the time. She wants to go south. She wants the Knowles. We stayed in a motel that first night. Mom called Dad, and they had a big fight. I asked to talk to him, and first Mom didn't want to let me, but I kept bugging her, and finally she did. I tried to tell Dad that it was okay, but it wasn't, and Demdiki got on the line and told him off, and then things kind of went black, and when I woke up, Mom was holding me and crying. The next morning, we went for breakfast. But then, when we got back to the motel, we saw a cop car pulled up outside the motel office, so Mom just turned the car around and drove away. We had some camping gear from last summer, so now we're out in the forest. We made a little fire. Mom says not to make it too big or they'll see. She's asleep now, but there's a little bit of fire left, and I wanted to write for a bit. Sometimes writing you is the only thing that keeps Wendike quiet. She's real angry now. She's so mad. And then there's a bunch of drawings of the devil and eyes and screaming people and music. And then 2 more pages missing. And it finishes with, no, not south. Why do you want to go south? Why no hurting? Not well. Knowles. Not Knowles. Knowles, wait south. Knowles, wait south. Can't think. Mom's taking me north. Mom loves me. Leave me alone. Going north, not south. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please just let me go. Very interesting. All right, so sounds like she's talking through him verbally now to other people, and things are still happening, and the things that had happened in the past are actually what exactly happened in the past, are very similar to what happened in the past in real life for the Pindlewitch saga. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm so sorry I missed a couple days, and I am sorry I look the way I do, but now I'm going to go lay back down. So have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.